Looking at the grid ranking for this week, the top 10 saw several positions change. Scott Dixon climbs up to fourth, dropping Pecco back 9, Shane Van Gisbergen down 1. Kale Rovanpera from 10th to 7th, and Jorge Martin moves into the top 10. Sebastian Ogier finally falls out after 24 weeks, only doing 6 of 10 WRC races so far, but still on top. Max Verstappen still in cruise control because Polo's score cannot change from this point moving forward. There's only leave Supercars, MotoGP, and WRC to claim the top spot for Verstappen and fall behind a NASCAR driver. He must have the worst possible luck the rest of the way. So, Joe, on the Grid Ranking World Championship trophy for 2023, I think you can get a head start on putting Max Verstappen's name on that the way things are going. And for the viewers out there who are new to the grid ranking, how can Verstappen lose points, and how can Polo be overtaken by Supercars, MotoGP, or WRC drivers?
So the big thing, the grid ranking, it scores points, but it also deducts points because at the end it comes to this. You have so many races, each race worth so many points. If you collect those points, your score goes up. You finish outside the top 10, you don't want to collect those points, so your score starts dropping down. That's the big thing, really. For Max Verstappen to have a score drop as low to a driver in NASCAR, he'll need two things to happen. Literally DNF just about every race, not finish in the top 10, and have somebody in NASCAR just go on an absolute tear and just have a big winning streak, win the next bunch of races. Alex Palou, his season's over, so really for anyone to take over, they need to do that. They need to put together some winning performances in supercars. I mean, when you're looking at Kyle Rovanpera, he only has 3 races left. If he was to win those 3 races, can he get up to Alex Palou level? Maybe, maybe not. But really, now that we're getting to this stage of the season, it's going to start becoming to the point where, I mean, even for NASCAR, I think right now, at Max Verstappen's pace, even if he just start finishing in the podium because he gets a championship wrapped up or top 5s, I don't think anyone in NASCAR is going to surpass him. NASCAR just has such a low consistency rate amongst all their drivers compared to Max Verstappen. Literally first or second in every race this year. I just don't think he could be overtaken, and it'll be interesting. Max Verstappen does become the first driver or rider to lead every week of the grid ranking. That has never happened since we started this back in 2017.
I have a feeling that Max Verstappen is going to become the first driver to do that this year because it's been quite an unreal performance that he's had, and I have a feeling in the next several Grand Prix races before we get to the end of season in Abu Dhabi, Verstappen's probably going to clinch the 2023 Grid Ranking World Championship before the final round because it's just been really crazy season this year in Formula One. And taking a look at the rest of the grid ranking, 7 series, the top 5 from each series scored in our grid rating that make up the grid rankings. Shane Van Gisbergen is the defending champion, still in the top 10. Martin Truex Jr., Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Ogier, all past grid ranking world champions. They're still in the ranking at this point of the season. Marc Marquez, the only 2-time grid ranking world champion, has not made it in the grid ranking since 2019 when he won his championship. As we all know, since that, Marc Marquez has been through a lot of injuries and downs in his MotoGP career. And with that said, check out the full history of the grid ranking and grid endurance performance index on gridranking.com, along with all our written content and articles.